everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to talk about the first ultrasound appointments that I've had and the symptoms that I have so far. I've decided not to do weekly updates until I'm in my second trimester, but don't worry, it's not that much longer. I'm already 9 weeks pregnant today, so you know, just a couple more weeks and then I'm in that second trimester and I'll start doing weekly updates. But for now, like I just said, I want to talk about my first doctor's appointments. I've had 3 so far, and let's just get started. Alright, so the first doctor's appointment that I had was April 14th, and that was the appointment where my pregnancy was confirmed by my gynecologist. I can just say that I was so nervous going to that appointment. I'm not really sure why, because I obviously knew that I was pregnant because I took those 7 pregnancy tests at home. But I was just really nervous still for some reason. And then honestly, that appointment though, it like went by so fast. Like she didn't really do much other than just an ultrasound to confirm a pregnancy. And I have the ultrasound picture right here. Okay, so this is the ultrasound picture that I got, and in that little circle right there, that's where the baby is. I believe that's the yolk sac, I think that's what it's called, but the baby was too small to show up on the ultrasound, but you know, she said that's where the baby is in, or where the baby is going to grow. I don't really know, but yeah, that's the picture that I got. And when this was taken and when my pregnancy was confirmed, I was 5 weeks plus 6 days, and she also told me my due date, which is going to be December 9th, 2016. So we're going to have a little December baby. My second appointment I had exactly 1 week later, so April 21st. That time I did not get an ultrasound picture. I'm not really sure why she didn't print one out, but I just didn't get one. But it was actually the best appointment I've had so far, just because I got to see and hear the heartbeat. And I know some think it's like super early, and like some will say, you know, oh, it's not even possible to hear the heartbeat that early, because I was only 6 weeks and 6 days when I heard the heartbeat. But my doctor, she has like super, you know, high quality equipment. Everything is brand new, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I was able to hear the heartbeat, and it was the weirdest thing ever. Like, I got really emotional. I didn't cry, but like my eyes did get watery. And I don't know, I didn't really know what to think, because it's like, I don't know, for some reason up until then it really wasn't that real to me, you know, because you don't really think about it like, oh yeah, I have something in me. Like, I mean, you don't really think about it, at least I didn't. Once I saw and heard the heartbeat, it just kind of changed, you know, and I was like, wow, you know, this is really happening, like I'm having a baby inside of me. So yeah, it was a really weird but special moment. And at that appointment, she also took my blood to check what blood type I am, and I already knew this, but she obviously still had to check it, but I am AB positive. And yeah, that was it for my second ultrasound appointment. And then my third ultrasound appointment I had on May 2nd. And at that appointment I was 8 weeks and I don't know, I think 8 weeks and 3 days. I forget, but I did get an ultrasound picture this time, and you can actually see my little baby on there. However, it doesn't even look like a baby yet. Like, to me, it looks like, I don't know, some alien creature or something from outer space. I don't know, it doesn't look like it's a baby yet. So this is my ultrasound picture from my last appointment. Sorry, it's a little like crumbled up. I need to like figure out how to show you without giving away my information. Alright, bending it a little. So this right here is the baby. So this is its head, and it's like curved up like that. But like I said, you can't really see much. I mean, you can, but it doesn't look like a baby. Like, to me, it looks like it's an alien. But I have another appointment next week, so hopefully the baby is going to look more like an actual baby for that ultrasound. We will see, and hopefully I'm going to get a picture. And then at my third appointment, they also took my blood one more time. And then this time they actually ran some tests. They did check, I think it was my vitamin D levels. I'm not 100% sure. They checked for that, and then they also ran a test for, praying that I'm going to say the name right of this, toxoplasmosis. Is that what it's, I think that's what it's called. It's like some infection, and they ran a test for that, and then they also did an AIDS test. And that's all like standard where I live. Like, that's what they do when you're pregnant. And yeah, so like I said, I have another appointment next week, and I'm just really excited. So I think it's awesome that I get so many like ultrasound appointments, because I know in the States it's kind of hard, you know, and like you have to wait a long time until they even, you know, book you in, and then sometimes you even have to pay money. Like where I live, it's free. I mean, well, I have health insurance, but you know, it covers everything, and I get a lot of ultrasounds, so I think that's awesome. But yeah, so that was it for the doctor's appointments. Now I want to talk about the symptoms that I have so far. Like I said, I am 9 weeks currently, and some of the symptoms that I used to have already gone away, so I'm just going to talk about these real quick. So also I'm going to make a video like about how I found out that I was pregnant, and then I'll talk more about those symptoms, because I did have symptoms before I even knew that I was pregnant. But one of the symptoms that has already gone away was dizziness, and I'm not talking about, you know, when you get up too fast from, you know, sitting down. It was more like a constant lightheadedness that I was feeling, or like when I would walk my dog around the lake, I would feel very unsteady on my legs, my vision would kind of get blurry, and I would just feel like I was going to pass out any second, and it was just a very uncomfortable feeling, and it's a little scary, especially when you're out on your own. And you know, that obviously went away, like I just said. My tiredness has gotten better, even though I still feel exhausted in like the midday or afternoon. I kind of feel like I need a nap still, and you know, sometimes I do take a nap still just because I'm exhausted. But yeah, also I did have some like cramping, but that's gone away. It was like period cramps like in my lower back area, but that's I know most people, for some reason, they have like period cramps in their stomach, but my period cramps are always in my lower back. It's always been like that. I don't know if it means anything, but that's just how it's been ever since I got my period. So yeah, but now I want to talk about the symptoms that I have currently, or that I still have, unfortunately. And it's 3 symptoms basically, and they're all really, really annoying, and I cannot wait for them to go away, because they just make my life so miserable right now. First symptom that I have, excessive saliva. It is so annoying, because I just feel like I keep swallowing and swallowing, and I just can't catch a break. For some reason, I always notice it more once it hits evening and I'm just relaxing, watching TV. I just feel like I can't stop focusing on the saliva that I have in my mouth, you know, and I just keep swallowing and swallowing, and it just makes me kind of sick to my stomach, you know, because it's like I can't get all that spit away fast enough, because it's just so much that I can't catch up with my swallowing. It sounds weird, but it really is a thing. So then my second symptom I have is, for some reason, my taste has changed drastically. Nothing tastes the same anymore for me, and I know that it's normal to have like a metallic taste during pregnancy. However, my taste, it's not metallic at all. It's like stale. Like, I have a stale taste in my mouth the entire day. Everything I eat tastes stale. Everything I drink tastes stale. I can no longer drink water. I currently live off of tea, but even that sometimes tastes stale. I did try some Coke. I know you're not supposed to drink caffeine, but I just had to, you know, try it, but I couldn't drink it because, again, it tastes stale. And then, you know, some foods taste bitter to me. It's a mess. I'm hoping that it's going to go away once I'm in my second trimester, but I'm not really sure. But it's just very, very annoying. And then my third symptom that I have, and that is the most annoying one ever, and I cannot wait for this one to be over. Like, ugh! It's morning sickness, guys. Morning sickness has hit me, and it started, wait, when did it start? It started when I had my second doctor's appointment, that morning of my second doctor's appointment. So when I was 6 weeks and 6 days, that's the day I got morning sickness. And ever since that day, it's been there from the moment I open my eyes in the morning until I sleep at night. Like, it's a constant sick feeling that I have. And in the beginning, it was just lots of nausea. But for the last 2 weeks, I have had to throw up. In the beginning, it was just, I was throwing up every other day. And then it kind of started to be every single day, where it was like in the morning, and then it started to be twice a day, like once in the morning and then like once in the like late evening. And it just is a nightmare for me because I actually have a fear of vomit and throwing up. I know it sounds weird, but it's a legit thing. I have a phobia of throwing up, and so that just makes it 10 times worse for me. But I did discover these C-band bracelets. They have like a little ball here, and they press down, it's like super red. They press down on your nerve here on the inner wrist on both sides of your arm, and they're supposed to make your morning sickness better. And I got them yesterday, and I gotta say they did help me so far, because yesterday I did not have to throw up at all. So fingers crossed that these are helping. The only bad thing about these is that they're really tight, and after wearing them all day, like, they leave a really, really big like red spot and like indent in your skin. So I'm not really sure how healthy these are, like, for your like blood flow and whatever, if you wear them all day, because sometimes I do feel like my fingers kind of get a little bit numb, and then I lift the band up for a little bit, and it's so weird because I actually can feel like my fingers start to tingle. So, you know, I'm not really sure how good these are, but they definitely help me. And I'd rather, you know, feel a little numb on my hands than be over the toilet all day. Just being honest. But, yeah. Those are all of the symptoms that I have so far. I'm not sure if there's going to be any, like, new ones anytime soon, you know. Maybe once I'm in my second trimester, who knows. I'm not a pregnancy expert. This was my first pregnancy. But yeah, I'm going to make those weekly updates, like I said, once I'm in my second trimester. And I don't know, I'm excited for this journey, even though I'm still kind of scared of the changes that are going to happen, you know. Not just to my life, but also to my body, because it kind of freaks me out a little, like, you're growing something in you and it's going to get bigger and bigger, and it's weird. But anyway, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, everybody.